Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working on the Willow and Vine junk journal. I'm not sure the episode number. I kind of lost track. It's been a while since I've worked on this. It just seems like time has just flown by. So I'm going to set these little guys aside, and I don't know where I am in this cute little journal, but let's see what we can figure out. Oh, those were the corners I made. Yeah, well, the photos still come out. A little bit tough, but they come out. That's cool. And I've been adding those to my niece's journal, the little corners. So yeah, that's gonna be cute. And so you can put your own picture in there. And this one too, I believe I did it so yes, you could put your own photograph in there. That was fun. And I've been trying just I don't know, trying to do different things with not just making a pocket and then putting 3 things on it to balance it out, and that I just kind of got, you know, bored with it. So anyway, I thought maybe as I go along in this journal, I will try to find other ways of decorating. I don't know for sure. We'll see. So this is a nice little pocket here. And this was, I think this was a challenge for the clocks. Yeah. And let's see. Okay, this is a little book here. And then we have this nice little journal card or pocket with the journal card. And I'm not sure. And then we have another space back here. I thought this opened. Oh, it does. If I could just remember what I did. Okay, wait a minute. I know you open up. Oh, just the top opens. There we go. And then I just put some paper in there to write on. So I need to kind of maybe figure out how they would know. I guess I could put a... So this holds it shut. I'm thinking if I put a little tab on here, on this part, as long as it doesn't stick outside the book, the pages. No, it doesn't really matter. That's fine in there, like that. I haven't picked out the colors for the outside yet. And if you make one of these, like I have, I'm going to put another cardstock on here and glue it on. I hate to lose this page, but I feel like it's not going to be strong enough. So I will glue another cardstock here and a cardstock back here just to make this sturdier. Maybe I'll print that on the cardstock because it's going to be covered with when I glue it. That would be a pretty one for the cover. So I'll think about that. Okay, so let's see, what can we do today? I thought I would try and put these in and see what else we need to make. So I'm going to count 4 pages. Let's see, I think I have paper clips here. So I'm going to, these are magnet bottoms, but they don't magnet to anything I have. I guess they're not strong enough. So anyway, I'm going to count these. And I usually count 4 pages, and then I'll put a piece of ephemera. And it seems to work for me. Sometimes it's 5 pages, sometimes it's 3 pages. It just depends on what's already in here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would go on this page here. So if I don't know if I want to mess that up. Let's see if I can find And this one here is fairly small. I can't remember what kind of pocket I was planning to put this in. This is so cute. It could be glued in. There's nothing on the back to stop it from being glued in. But let's see. That takes up quite a bit of room. I kind of like that date because that's the date of this magazine, February 1925. So we can put it on this side or this side also. On this, okay, let me see here. I think a little bit too big. These are small, but I think that these are something that would go into a pocket. But that does look nice with that. But I'm trying to think what I could do. I was thinking I could punch an eyelet. And then just let it hang in here. Be something different. Or different for me. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, it's just a little pocket. I was thinking I could just clip it on there. And then maybe add something else later. I do like the idea of having another eyelet and then attaching it onto this page. Okay, let's see here. If I do that, I think I would like a piece of stronger paper here. So let me see what we have. I guess we put the eyelet, we would attach it to the inside. Let's see if I did something and it flipped over. I guess this could just be a tuck over here. Because this paper is, well, no, this is coffee dyed paper, but it's still all delicate. All right, let's see if there's any other paper I like better. kind of like that one too. There we go. We'll be going this direction. Decisions, decisions. Sorry. Over here is pages that just need to be used up in one way or another, or they don't have to, but I thought they'd make good pockets and stuff. Could have something like that coming down. All right, I think I like this paper. I'm going to cut this right here. Now I could fold it this in half this way and just have it a small, like a small tab, or I could do it this way. The same thing, but it just okay. I feel like it needs to hang on this side and not that side. Just by the way it would flip over. So if I put it on here like so, and then I've got this over here. Let's see if I could do it. I could, you know, glue this bottom part and make it a tuck on this side or something. Okay, let me give this a little ink. So I hope everybody's doing well and had a good weekend. Today is Sunday for me, and it's been, the weather has been great. I've been able to keep open the doors and the windows. Well, not so much the windows, but the screen doors. I don't know if I put it this way. Yeah, I don't want it to have that green on there showing up. I think we'll go as far as I can next to the lace, or the other alternative is on the lace. Can you say, I hope I'm in screen, on the lace? I don't think that would be good. Let's go this way. I feel like I need to round the corners or something, or make them look different. Is this other ephemera? This is other pieces. Gee, I think we have a lot of ephemera. Another piece. Those are just journal cards that I had pre-cut. All right, I'm just gonna go with this. I just feel like I need to round the corners, but I don't know. Sometimes I like rounded corners and other times I don't. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Wrong thing. All right, I'm just gonna put like this cute little, tiny little rounded corner. I didn't want to cut very good. All right. And then this little notebook thing can be just taken off and they can use it. This is already called for by Linda, and I believe that she does not write in her journals, but I'm not positive. Okay. But I have been struggling with my niece's journal. It's just been I guess just right there is probably okay. Just make sure that this reaches up there correctly. Sometimes they're too far from the hopefully that'll work. Okay. Made it. Already a mess. I just cleaned it up so I could work on this one. Alrighty. That works. Okay, let's put this in here. And hopefully that will hang nice. I think our bow is upside down though. Let's see if I can. Oh well. I think it's fine. Okay, so that will go there, and that's gonna be a pain, so that's okay, because they can take it off. All right, yeah, you can take it off. So, let's see, do I need to, I'll glue all the way down. Oh my gosh, I'm so shaky anymore. Would have helped if my lace was on a little straighter, but Okay, so in here I can just sneak a little card in there. I don't know if I have one ready. I can put something like that and do some decorating later. Let's see if one of these would fit, because I would rather have one without a tab. And I guess that's all the space there is. So, that one goes in a little farther, but I like that one. All these cards were so cute that came with the kit. Okay, so that's good there. All right, so let's do one. Okay, that was planned to be there. So now I'm going to, so that was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Did I already mark these? Okay. So we could put this here. So this here is just, this was an invention by Moxie Creations. And basically, she just wanted it to have like this little folded page, and then this would fit and sit inside of it, and it would be paper, oh no, not paper clip, but this little tab to hold it shut. And I thought it was really cute too, but so if you want to, you can glue it in on the tab back here in behind, and then you can pull it in and out. So what I find hard is to find where the pages crease, because you can't tell. Okay, so I could put that on that just because it's ready to go. I feel like I want something on every page, or at least that looks so nice on that page right there. I'm going to make this a tuck on this page because I think it looks good there. And then if I run out, we'll just make more stuff. I'm going to make sure I'm far enough away from the edge over here. In my nieces, I had to take the ruler and mark it with the pen, and have to go back now and fix them. And okay, that barely goes there. I probably should have brought that down a tad. I kind of like this one, so I'll just put that there for now. Okay, and here is going to be a big journal card when I figure out what I'm going to do. Okay, So, oh, we did this side here. Okay. So I'm just going to glue this here, or should I glue it here? Kind of like the colors with this here. Or I don't have to put it there. I can put something totally different. It's very cute. Okay. I think I'll wait on this one, and do I like that one or not? I mean, I like it, but this you can open, so it has to be clipped on. So we're going to have to make a altar paper clip for that one. But I like that there, I think. Okay, so that's 1, 2. I had these marked already. 3. And this one would be 4. Now this is just a normal pocket, collaged. So I like that. And let's see, I have, now back here, there's these bumps and lumps, but I think we should be able to avoid them. I guess I could put some washi over it or something. This needs to be sewn. Okay, that I want to sew around the edge. And I kind of like that tab being there, down here with it. Okay. I'm going to sew that and then I'll glue it, come back and glue it. Okay, so there's 1, 2. This definitely has to have something on it. It's just too close together. This one here is a pocket that I could glue on here. Actually, I could have 2 pockets. I better put my lid back on, or I'm going to have a terrible mess. It's already starting to, come on. Ouch. Did that earlier, stab my finger. Okay. I don't know, that's not, I was just trying to use one of those digitals that that I had printed first for this book, and I changed my mind. Is this stuck together? No. That would look nice there, don't you think? Yeah, I like that. I know I'm supposed to save room for writing, but kind of like that color together. I don't really care for that flimsy page. I wonder if I should just turn it back and glue it down. I am going to be putting some lace on the edges too. Let me get to that part. All right, I am going to lay this down. I had laid it down before. What was I going to tell you guys? Okay, so at the bottom of a video, there's a little thing that says, I think it says ask at the bottom. And because I watch most of my videos on TV, I never saw that. And so yesterday or the day before, I was watching one of my videos because I just kind of wanted to get in my head what I'd done, that, you know, in the video. And so I'm watching it, and then I tried out those different things, because right now the newest thing for me anyway, I don't know about other people, but is the adding items on the video when it shows on YouTube, I should say. In other words, I didn't put ads in, but I put in the like, it tells you things that is related to your journal, or related to what you're doing, crafting or whatever. And so there's going to have to be a journal card in here. I just do not like that I put this divot ahead of time, but I guess it's okay. So like on one of the videos, I put art glitter glue and where you could get it. Of course, you know, that doesn't really mean anything, because you know where you want to buy it. But if you don't, then it shows where you can buy it. And if you purchase it from that video, then I get a 10% commission on some things. Some things I get 6% or whatever. And it's a much better deal than Amazon, for sure. And you can put anything you want on there. In other words, you could put a book you read, and you could put it down at the bottom and get, you know, credit for the book, so forth. So you can look up things too. But anyway, moving along here. Okay, so that was, I think that was our, okay, 4. So let's count the next page. I think this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did this. So 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, and this one is a pocket. This would probably be something, or I don't have to make it a pocket. I can just put something on top like this. It was just that it was a shorter paper and I added it in. Okay, so unless I had something cool to put in the pocket. Okay, that. All right, that needs a pocket. Didn't even remember I had dryer stuff. Stuff in the dryer. Once in a while I try to do laundry. Hardly ever. I don't have to. I let it pile up. My daughter came over the other day and I hadn't done my dishes. And that's not like me. It is not like me at all not to have... I have a routine and I do it. And for her to come in and say... She wanted me to fix a pair of pants she had. And I said, okay. And then she started washing the dishes. I said, what are you doing? She goes, well, it looks like you haven't washed dishes for a while. And I said, yeah, I haven't got around to it. Because I get excited and I come in here and then I don't do the rest of my chores. All right, so I feel like I need something on this page I can glue all the way down. And I think this would be probably the best. Alrighty. I'll leave the top open just in case. I need to put something up here to show me where my book pages, like that, so I can get a better idea. Okay, I'll leave this part open, that way if I have it, want to add a journal card or something up in there, I can. I want to do just a little different something today, but I'm not quite sure what that is. I've been playing with the little die cut machine, and it's not the best deal, but it works. But you just have to know what you can cut with it. And the standard what do you call them, embossing, are about this much, like 1/8 of an inch too big. I can cut this off because I did in one of them, but it ruined my blade on my cutter, on my score thingy. And so now I'm going to take it and use a knife, you know, like a box cutter, and cut it something heavy. Okay, so that's there. And if I want to, I could add more pages to this. We're not done yet if we don't, you know, if we have other stuff. I'm just gonna, I don't know, should I think I'll just glue this down. Really, I was thinking it would make a good place to put a tag, but not really. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like it that you can read this these pages. This was from like a journal, it was like a composition book, but it was from like the 50s. And this lady had wrote parts of songs and things like that in it. I like them on that page. Okay, let's leave them there for a second and see what I can find for here. Need perspective here. That's kind of nice there. Let me see. I did this on parchment paper, and I had paint on it, gesso, I think, and I don't know what else was on it, but I kind of thought it was cool. And I thought I'd use it on a page, and then I was going to put this butterfly like in the center or somewhere. Just a little something. Where's that other butterfly cut out? Oh, it's right here. And I was going to show you you know, this is the hard part about these butterflies and things that are in. I mean, this part, you can back and take those out later, I guess, like that. But this part, well, you know what I did? I left it in the, I'm trying to think, how did I do that? I left it in here. Let's see. And then I took some sticky tape. That's not how I did it. This has got tape on the back and it drives me nuts. Well, it doesn't want to work now. Maybe it's not sticky anymore. Oh, let's see. I have water right there. And I know I'm going to empty it all out one minute here. Okay. I guess depending on what, like you could probably use painter's tape, masking tape. That's not as sticky. You don't want to pull this. Well, you little devil, it's just being stubborn. So it was so easy to do on the first one. Maybe it didn't cut through as well. That's not, it's not, yes. One more little, there we go. So anyway, I thought this was pretty fast. If you don't have that kind of brush thing, which I don't, and get the sticker off. So this butterfly doesn't really look much better either. This was a scrap of wallpaper that I had. I don't know what color to do that butterfly. I mean, there's no purpose for this. It could be, I could put cardstock behind it and make it a regular pocket. Thinking I could put that behind it, and then you wouldn't have a it's a little light. I know I'm taking up time here. Just nope. I did have, where are those, like, journal cards? That's the other thing I have to find is a handwritten letter that I wanted to put in the pocket or something. I think that's why I have these pulled out. Here they are. I like that green. Or I could put a picture inside that. Let's see. People. There they are. I just kind of wanted to keep it neutral and, you know, so. All right, let's see. Those are probably the best photograph because seems like the most that I have left now are fairly new, or they're family pictures. Like here's my sister, not my sisters. They're my aunts, but they're together. They're sisters. I guess they look okay. Their pictures are kind of faded out because when you take them and copy them and then copy again, and you just kind of get that faded out look. I don't know if this one would fit. But darn Tim Holtz, you know, some things are like greenish and some are very almost black, gray black. And nothing is going to stay still while I'm trying to do this. So, okay, so that one works. And this one works. And they would be a little better if they were a little monotone, like, or a sepia color. So I might be able to ink them. This little girl's cute, but you know, it's like, it doesn't look good enough. It doesn't, it's not the right size. It's too far away is what I mean. Okay. I think I like either these or those three there for now. Okay, so I'm going to ink around this. I wonder if I should have sewed around that too. All I have to do is put you guys on pause, and then I can go sew, come right back. I think I'm too lazy. Alright, so there's a little bit of grunge on that. The little butterflies, I don't know. Grunge them up a little bit, maybe. Can't really tell. I don't know if I should do them like in a blue or something. All right, let's get this together. All right, so it's either them or these. And I don't think I want those. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I like these. But I'm going to give them a little bit of a brush and see if I can tone them down. So this brush is almost empty. So it's just enough to give them a little nicer look there. Could have done some like blue or something. I'm always afraid with me and the, what do you call it, brush. Paintbrush with paint, you know, because I don't know if I can do it well enough. I'm just going to glue around the circle. And I'm going to set them and this is, you know, parchment kitchen paper. Let's see if I can trim away. I don't think I've ever used this die cut. I think my cousin sent it to me. She did a lot of scrapbooking and stuff. Well, she did a lot of, she did more like cards. And she did, cards for veterans. One of my neighborhood websites, one of the girls had put on there, what was your first trip on an airplane? And I was so surprised that there was several that I was going to sew around that, wasn't I? I don't know. Do you think it'd make a difference if I do? Well, anyway, several of the men had answered Vietnam, places like that. Military was their first plane ride for a lot of those guys who, you know, were only 18, 19 years old. Even just to boot camp. You know, it wasn't like everybody went to Vietnam, but everybody went to boot camp. My brother was lucky because his boot camp was only like 6 hours from our house, I guess. We went up there to see him there. You know, I might only put one butterfly. In fact, I don't even want to glue it on yet. I think I feel like I need to find the right... If I had a solid piece of that wallpaper, which I probably have, I have to dig it out. Okay, how much time have I spent? Oh, I can't believe 59 minutes. All right, well, all right, I'm going to let you guys go because by the time I go sew this and then start it back again and try to finish it, it's going to take too long. So I will try to take a picture of this when I get finished. And I'm thinking that maybe we'll put this one on this side. Oh, that doesn't go with that at all. So it's just going to be a matter of getting these pages filled up and we'll be done. all I have to do is determine what I want to do on the outside covers and how to decorate them. And I have some things coming today from Amazon that there are some frames. I think they're like, I don't know if they're wood or metal or plastic or what they are, but I liked them because they were kind of vintage, ornate looking. But they didn't, I don't think they're going to like stand up really high. I think they're more flat. We'll see. You know, you can't tell on online what things are going to look like until you get them, and then you say, oh my gosh, look at how small that is. I ordered a couple things on Temu this morning because I'm out of charms and stuff, and I just wanted some neutral, like some birds or things like that. And so yeah, when they get here I'll get to use them, but hopefully they're not little bit itty bitty tiny little birds. But there was 20 in a pack, and with Temu you don't know with the pricing if it's something good or not. I've got a few things that I use, but I don't go there very often. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Have a great week. And don't forget to subscribe and like and share and comment. Okay? I'd love to see you here. So thank you very much for stopping by. Bye-bye.